Hey, I got a really fascinating question from our friend Scott. Scott happens to be very, very gifted, talented. He's 21 years old. He lives at home with his parents, but check this out. He scored the highest in his school on the standardized test as a kid, and then went on to quit school, right? So he's the smartest kid in his class, and he decides to quit. He starts college because he's a brilliant kid, and I think he got a scholarship, and then he quits. And then he decides to partake of different activities, including the arts, so music. He started to play the guitar, picked it up in a matter of an instant, got bored, and quit. Started drawing, became very proficient at drawing, also making websites, both of those things he became very good at very quickly, within weeks, he says. And then quits. The thing is, he finds that he continues to get bored with all of these magnificent things that he has the capacity, the natural capacity to do. He can do almost anything. It's a little weird. But reading his question, it basically has me assuming that he is a genius. But he's bored and he hates his life. He hates living at home with his parents, and he doesn't know what to do. And I keep emphasizing that word "do" because apparently you have the ability to do whatever you want. And all the things that you do, you get bored doing, so you're looking for answers about what should I do, right? Another interesting thing about Scott is that he at one point was a very big Nietzsche fan. Friedrich Nietzsche. If you're not familiar with Nietzsche, Nietzsche killed God. He's basically the guy that killed God in his assertion that God is dead, now man is free to do whatever he wants. Very interesting story. Nietzsche then kills himself. You see? So he killed the one thing that he felt and his followers felt was holding man back from becoming the strongest version of themselves, which basically to them meant doing whatever they wanted, so the power structure was destroyed. And then he goes and kills himself because there's nothing left to do. I mean, what else do you do? Once you kill God, what are you gonna do? Right? Kill yourself. I mean, endgame. The problem is that Nietzsche knew yourself, and it's so funny that you read Nietzsche because there's so many parallels there. You can do whatever you want, but you don't know what the fuck to do. You don't want to end up killing yourself like Nietzsche did. What you've got to recognize is that what Nietzsche didn't do, which would have put an end to the whole mess and what you're dealing with right now, is replace the death of God with something. And I'm going to refer you now to a talk by Osho. I don't know if you've been following me for a while. I'm a big fan of Osho. I read a lot of his books. A talk that Osho gave in like 1984. Right? I'll put a link down below. You can purchase it for like $2 on the website. You need to listen to this. And he's got an Indian accent, so listen to it closely and bear with it. But the name of actually I pulled it up here because I was thinking about you, man. I read your question and I was like, this guy needs to listen to some Osho. So it's called God is Dead. Now Zen is the only living truth, right? And those of you who are watching this and you're Christian or very religious, whatever the case may be, I'm not making any assertions. I'm referring our friend to listen to this. And and you're a smart kid, and if you liked reading Nietzsche, you're gonna like what Osho has to say about Nietzsche, because what Osho invites you to do is not to do anything. And that's kind of the direction I want to lead you. Being is where you're going to want to drown yourself. Drown yourself in being. And it's a very Zen approach to life. And you'll find that happiness is found in the moment, not in what you create or the goal that you're striving towards, or killing God, or becoming a great artist. It's in being, it's in the moment, it's drowning in the joy of existence, and that's what Zen is. A lot of these ideas that I share with you guys, it's simply because I'm fascinated with them myself. I'm not a guru of any sort, I just happen to be interested in a lot of different ideas, and because I'm neurotic, I study a lot of shit to help cure my neurosis. So when I find an interesting dude like yourself who's neurotic all hell but is talented and brilliant, I like to offer you a direction to continue expanding your consciousness, and that would be my invitation to you. I think that you'll find a wealth of ideas that are going to support you in reducing the neurotic drive to do more things because you've already found the futility in it, and to find peace and joy in the pure being of life. And as interesting as it may sound, I don't know you, but you've got a monk's heart. You've got a spiritual heart. You might not know it. I mean, you read Nietzsche, right? Nietzsche killed God. But it requires that type of person to reject all that life has to offer, especially when he can do whatever he wants, to finally settle in the spiritual reality of life. And it is found in the moment. It's found in Zen. It's found in your pure being, not necessarily doing. So that's it, my friend. I'd love to hear from you. Comment on this video. If you guys see them, thumbs it up. I'd like to see what you think and how you proceed with this idea. Good luck, my friend.
Elliot sick. What?